Hello, Lillikins, and welcome back to another episode. So, today I wanted to talk about people seem to have like a fear of fruit. And I know that this sometimes can stem from the Atkins diet, which was really popular back in the day when people were starting to try to diet to lose weight and so forth. And that is just not the way to go about doing things. We have such a mindset on where's the protein, where's the fat in the dish, when those are the very things that are keeping us ill. If we think about it, the more we have put these items in our diet, the more diseases and illnesses arise, right? We have a very sick country, meaning people are diseased and have diseases and illnesses. And it's unfortunate. You don't have to live that way. What we need is to incorporate more fruits and veggies, but mostly fruits. And not be afraid of the sugar content. People have this very strange fear of sugar, when sugar is not the issue at hand. It's actually the fats and the proteins that you're putting in your body. And so I encourage you to have fruit. It's okay, it's good for you. The more fruit you put into your body, the better you will feel. Trust me. You'll have more energy. Some of the symptoms that I used to have, they're gone, okay? Because fruit is hydrating and it's nourishing for our bodies, and it helps us think more clearly, just because it is so good for us. And to also put into perspective, we do not create vitamin C ourselves. We have to seek out sources of vitamin C in order to get vitamin C for the day. How do we get vitamin C? Through fruits. Yes, some veggies have it, but the highest content of vitamin C that you will find will be through your fruits. You can't get it anywhere else. We have to seek out fruits. We have to get our fruits in for the day. And when we aren't, we're not going to feel our greatest. We're not going to get that good feeling, you know? So I encourage you, in the morning, have fruit. Whether it's in a smoothie or you make fruit cereal, which is just putting a bunch of fruit in a bowl and having banana milk in there, which is 1 banana with 1 cup water, and you just pour it over the top. Or you could put coconut water in there if that's your thing. I haven't tried that, but it's something that you can try. So just keep it in mind to have fruit in your day. It's good for you. It will help your adrenals, and so you're not crashing, Because throughout the day, I get it. Sometimes we have busy schedules, and sometimes we just get so tired. It's because we're missing the glucose and fructose. We need that in order to sustain our energy throughout the day, which is why I brought up in like a previous video to have something 1.5 to 2 hours throughout the day to sustain your energy to sustain you through the day, because it will help keep you give that energy. You won't be relying on that adrenaline to kick in to be like, okay, we're really pushing it here. We haven't had anything in our system since lunch or breakfast, and we need something, but we're just gonna keep running for you, okay? Here you go. Here's this fake energy, when we really need to be focusing on the fruit. The fruit is going to give us that energy, so it's not wasting our adrenal gland energy, adrenaline. And it also helps with the glucose levels that our body needs, because when we run out of that storage, it's putting a lot of pressure on our organs. And so when you're digesting, sometimes it can become sluggish and slow because you're having to rely on the backup reserves of glucose and fructose that you maybe have sparingly through the day or only have once in a day. So it's important to think about, and please do not be afraid of sugar. Yes, high fructose corn syrup, or however you say it. I hate those words, because I don't agree with putting that in your body. But if you have cane sugar, that is fine. What is not fine is mixing that with a fat source, because then you're creating insulin resistance, which is why people get scared of sugar. They blame sugar with diabetes when that's not the case. And it's unfortunate because people with diabetes would greatly benefit having the fruit. Getting rid of the fat completely out of their diets and not focusing so much on the protein. Get your fruits and vegetables in. By doing that, your insulin that you have to put into your arm or your leg or wherever you have to put it goes down, and then eventually you're off, and the doctors will look at you like, oh, whatever you're doing it good, keep it up. Because we need fruit. We are naturally drawn to sweetness, if you think about it, right? I mean, think about how many times you've gone through the dessert aisle and you're like, ooh, I could really go for some ice cream or some cake or those sweetbreads or Debbie cakes or whatever the case may be. Whatever you're drawn to, that sweetness, it's because your body is lacking in fruit. We need that fruit in our body, not that fake stuff. Now, is it okay to have baked goods? Yes, but a lot of the time when you get it in stores, it has high amounts of fat in it, which is not going to be beneficial to you, which can cause diabetes if you're not careful, because that fat is creating that insulin resistance. So it's best to make desserts yourself, so you know what is being put into the dessert, for one, and for two, you can control the levels of what you put into the dessert. So if you are 100% against sugar, you could put maple syrup in, and that can be a sweetener. Or you could put dates in, and that will be your natural sweetener. And get rid of the fat. You don't need it to bake goods. You could substitute oils for mashed banana or even applesauce. So there are ways to get around in baking. So again, just really focus on the fruits. We need them. Alright? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.